Hey guys, how are you? So we are in the shop today, and this project is all Donovan's fault, just to let you know. Donovan, I think he saw pictures of my deer on my cart. I have a cart with 4 wheels. I've got a video on that I'll show you later on when I put it together. Really nice cart, but the deer I shot, the 10-point, was in the cattails, so dragging it out of the cattails. Maybe I'll put a picture at the end of me dragging it out of the cattails, and you can see the nice big wide cut through the ice, and it was a lot of fun dragging it through there. But he said the jet sleds are awesome. I see a lot of guys using them. The one thing I wanted to do with this jet sled that I got, though, was put some tie downs in it. I may use it for other things other than hunting. I went on YouTube and kind of looked at a bunch of things guys were doing. And the one that stood out the most was Mark Hosbach, I believe his name is. Might be killing that last name, but his design was really nice. So I'm going to do that on this jet sled. I will show you what he did, and I'll probably attach his video at the end of this. Other things that I saw were guys put some rope. I'll show you on my jet sled here. Guys had put some drilled holes through the top and then brought rope up through and tied knots here. I didn't really like the way that looked. Maybe it was the color of the rope. It was a bunch of yellow. I know this doesn't have to be pretty or anything. Another guy had strung paracord underneath and had a hole, brought the paracord up and put it onto a steel ring, and then took it back through the hole, went to the next one, and went all the way around the outside edge. I also thought about, maybe I saw some plastic boat dock loops that were about this big. The only issue with those I could see, like the dock ties, as well as I know, anything that has like a hook on it will get hooked on something in the woods. So those were shot out of my mind pretty quick. All right, so I'm going to show you what his design is. He uses webbing, and I already cut this webbing I had from Strapworks. It's a 3/4 inch. He used a 1 inch. I don't think I really need a 1 inch. And basically he folds it in half. His were 7 inches. I cut mine to 7 1/4. And then he basically will put a hole through here, and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. He did it with a little jig he made, and then you basically attach them to the side like this with the rivets, and that kind of gives you, if it's something low, you can pull straight across this way, and if it's something high, this goes up high like that, and it's flexible, so kind of gives. All right, guys, so we're going to do this little project. I will show you what we're going to do. All right, let's get this going. Okay, guys, so what we're going to need is we have the strapping cut to 7 1/4 for myself. This is a 3/4 inch strap. To fasten it to the side of the sled, we're going to need a drill. I've just got my little rigid with a 3/16 inch bit in it. Got my rivet gun. I've got my rivets. These rivets right here are 3/8, and they're 3/16 wide and 3/8 inch gripping area. And then on the inside, what we'll be putting with that is we'll put a flat washer, a fender washer, and then a little smaller washer in front of that, because this washer right here goes through, is just a perfect fit for that rivet. And that'll pull up tight, and I'll show you how we're going to put that on there. And if you've never used a rivet gun, these are steel rivets. This one we'll put on the outside, and when you put this into the gun right here, into the head of the gun, it basically pulls this piece of steel this way, and it pulls this little end into the steel here, making it larger, and that's what locks it in place. Then it also, as you keep going, once it can't go any further, it breaks the steel off. And that's where we're going to have fun, because aluminum ones are easy. Steel ones are a pain in the butt. It takes a lot of strength to get them to break off. All right, so let's do that. What we're going to do is drill holes into the side of the sled first with the drill. And I will go and tell you where I'm putting the holes, and then we'll do the strapping next. So let's drill the holes first. Okay, guys, so we're going to put them along the side. I'm going to put 5 along each side. I think I'm going to put 2 across on the back and then 2 on the front. The side ones, I'm going to put one at 10 inches. Then the next one at 21 7/8. The next one at 33 7/8. And the last one at 45 5/8. And that last one is basically 8 inches from the back of the sled. That'll give me 5 on each side. And then, like I said, we'll do 2 across the back and we'll do 2 on the front. So let me show you, we're going to drill these holes real quick. All right, so what I've done is I've marked these down 1.5 inches from the top. And I'm going to drill the hole. There we go. We're going to do this right down the side. All right, I don't think you need to see me drill the rest. Let me do those, and then we'll come back. All right, so we have 2 at 8 inches from the edges, and then along the sides, and then 2 in the front. And the ones in front, I kind of put them right here. If I centered them like in the back, they'd be right in the groove here. I wanted them outside of that so we have a nice flat spot on the outside. All right, let's go do the webbing. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. Okay, guys, so I'm over at the drill press. What I did is took my 3/16 inch bit. I turned it around in my drill press. So this is the bottom part of the bit. I'm going to take this and fold it in half. So it's right exactly where I need it to be. This board is 3/4 inch. And I've drilled a hole a little bit bigger than 3/16. So then I just lay this up here right up against the edge. And now to make sure it doesn't go up, I've got my little square here. I'm just going to hold it like that. And then when I bring this down, it'll do a perfect hole. So I'm just going to turn on my torch. I'm going to heat up this bit. And just pull down. And when I let this up, this is just really to hold it down so it doesn't want to go back up. If you look, just like Mark shows in his video, the other Mark, it kind of fuses it together. And that's a 3/16 inch hole now for the rivet to go through. All right, I'm going to do the other, what do I got? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of these to do. So let me get those done, and then we'll get back over to the sled. So we have all of our loops. And now I'm going to show you how you put them on with the rivet gun. And what I did also was I painted these with the Rust-Oleum tan color, which will kind of go with the sled. Not really worried about colors, but kind of protect the steel also. All right, let's put these rivets in. Hey guys, I don't know if I mentioned it, but did you check out the legendary whitetail sweatshirt? Really sharp looking. My wife and I got matching ones. She wanted one when she saw me ordering one for myself. Pretty nice. Nice little inside of the hood. Nice deer outline. All right, let's get back to this project. Guys, I'm going to show you the difference between the steel and the aluminum rivet. Sorry, I hit the camera. But the steel one, if you look at, see how big this face is? That's what we want on the outside of this plastic. If we were going through steel, that'd be different, but I want a big gripping surface. And here's the one for the aluminum one. You can see the difference, size difference. So we're going with steel, so we have that big face. If I turn it over for you, you can see it from that side. The difference of those. All right. And I'm going to show you real quick how a rivet works. All right. You take the rivet. I've got the bigger head in for the steel one, but this should still work. And what happens is when you put the rivet into the hole, you have your handle all the way open. And then when you pull this handle, you're going to see what happens. It pulls that end into the metal, into that sleeve. And then when you release it, it goes back out. Push it back in, and you do it again. And then you let it out again, and put it back in. And when you pull it and it doesn't have enough room to go anywhere else, it will break it off. So what you end up with is this little part right there. The steel, or that aluminum rod, is broken off, or that steel rod, I think it is in this one, maybe aluminum. But it basically crimps it in there. And when you open the gun up, basically the little rod that was inside comes out. So here's how we're going to be doing it. This is going to be on the outside of the sled. We're going to push it through the hole that we drilled. Then this is going to go over that, up against the plastic of the sled. Then we're going to put a bigger fender washer, and this fender washer is 3/4 inches, so it's exactly the same size as the webbing. And then we will put, you can see that one's a little bit bigger, a little loose. And then we will put this little washer over the top, which does not have any play back and forth. And then we will pull it and crimp. And we will see how this works. I'll show you a couple. We'll try it from one end over here, and then we'll show you what it's doing on this end, all right? So let's do this. Okay, guys, we're going to put the rivet through the hole. Try to get some light on here for you. Push the rivet through the hole. Nice tight fit. We're going to put the strap on the inside. We're going to put a big fender washer first. Then we are going to put a little washer after that. And then we are going to see what happens. And keep a little pressure on the inside. And then you are going to pull this rivet in there. I want to make sure I've got that rivet all the way in. So when we start pulling, everything is nice and tight. Release the handle, let it get some more in there. And pull it. Gonna need some grip strength. And you heard it break off. You can see how it broke off there. And now you can see how the rivet face is pulled tightly up against here. And I'll show you the inside real quick. Hold on. And guys, you can see how that is on the inside now. How that tightened up really nicely. And we have this nice secure rope that we can use to tie something down. I'll show you the inside now when we do the rivet gun, okay? We are all done. If you look, I've turned this thing around now, so we've got 4 going down the sides. You got 2 here on the front, 4 going down this side, and then we have 2 in the back. And you can see how neat it looks underneath. Might touch those up, but nice and flat up against the side of the sled. So we are done. It was a good project. Thanks, Mark, who did the video. I'm going to attach his video at the end. You can watch the whole thing. He does the side hooks, and then he also does, I think it's a pulk pulling harness thing for it. I think he uses his a lot for camping and pulling stuff through the woods for that. But this is all done. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. And if I decide to do something other than putting a rope through here, I'll let you know. You guys have a great day. See you later. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. And thank you for all the support you guys have been giving me, guys. Bye-bye. Have a great day.